I'm back and welcome back to yet another YouTube video with me, CJ or Shantae, whichever you prefer to call me by now. So in this YouTube video, we are moving away from the rabbits and the Husdaskaniskas and we are moving on to the world of Del Toro's Frankenstein. As it has won the Oscar for Best Makeup 2026, it only seems fitting to do an inspired version of the Frankenstein makeup look of 2025 when the film came out. So let us do this, transforming into Del Toro's vision of Frankenstein, or a version inspired vision. So like any good makeup tutorial of mine, we started off by blocking out our lovely caterpillars, and then this is the part where I went blank, not knowing what to tackle first. So I think my plan of action, I love it when I start with I think and I don't know, but I think my plan of action would be to start off with a alcohol based paint and maybe first paint in where the cuts would be before we add the rest of the colors, as I think for most of it I'm going to use alcohol based paint as it's more translucent on the face, a little bit more sheer to give more that fleshy tone feeling that these prosthetic pieces have. With my guidelines on, and I have a map now to work from, I'm gonna go in with my undertones first. I'm gonna go for a little bit of something unusual undertones just to get that fleshy look that I see. I don't know whether they did it, probably not, how I imagined to do it. I'm gonna add the undertones of a little bit of yellow, reds and a little bit of blues, where the most fleshiest part would be on my face area, where I can see is on the makeup look as well. And then I'm gonna go for blues and purples and a little bit of green, where more the greyish fleshy tones of the part of the face would be, that's mostly centered in the middle part of the face. So let's see how that goes, and then we will layer on top of that. This is actually very fun. This is way too much fun than what I expected it would be. I will probably not end up an Oscar-worthy winning makeup look, but this is fun. And I did enjoy the film. I remember last year when I first saw the trailer, I was very excited to see it, and when I saw it, it was very visually beautiful. The film was very shot, very beautiful scenery and cinematography as well. It was truly beautiful to watch. So next I'm gonna go in with a foundation base, lightly just over here, and a white base in the middle of my face. I will play between my foundation base and the white foundation base. I will just start layering up the base of the face before we're gonna go in with the details. I am very glad to see my plan has worked with doing the undertones first. As you guys would see, I don't know how you guys would see, the undertones is still peeking through but the undertones are coming through nicely even with the foundation bases being applied over top of it. So it gives that sheer fleshy tone. Puggles! Puggles have joined. In the meanwhile, where's Puggles? Puggles! Hello! Greet everyone. Okay, Puggles have greeted you all. So for the next step, as I am happy with the fleshy undertones that is peeking through, I want to enhance some of the shapes a little bit more. So I'm just going to go in with some light greyish tones and just add here and there some little bit more detail, especially around where the cuts would be before we define the cuts a little bit more. So I'm just going to go in with a light greyish eyeshadow tone, slight bluish greyish, just to add a little bit more definition towards it. I have said it once, I will say it again. This is very fun, and I also love just seeing that it actually comes alive. This doesn't look too bad. Like, if you can envision the structure, you will see the Frankenstein. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited. So now I'm gonna go and redefine all the stitches, as I think that would be the last part of the makeup look. And I actually still like that I still had some eyeliner on, because as I've been makeup around it, it gave a weird smudge to my eyes overall look, so that also gives a very abstract look towards it now there. So let's go and define the stitches or the cuts. It's not really stitches, it's more cuts, as how the cuts have over time fused together. And I'm gonna first start off with a bright red to be the bigger part of the stitch, and then I'm gonna go in with a very thin brush and with a deeper red, almost more purplish blue color in the center of that line I did, just to give it depth.
Are you serious?
Dimension, like it's sunken into my skin effect. So let's do that next. Last but not least is let's do the lips. I love how everything is coming out so far. This is a very nice, simplistic, yet easy, yet very satisfying makeup look to achieve. And I'm really glad I have attempted it, because I like the end result so far. This is very fun. So for the last step of the lips, I'm also going to add again the mixture of my foundation base with a little bit of a white. And then just in the middle of my two lips, I'm going to add a little bit of black, just to give a little bit of definition to it as well. So this is it for the makeup portion part of the makeup look, and I love it. I really do like it a lot. I think it really gives the illusion inspire effect of the original makeup look from the Frankenstein last year. But I'm not going to do much as I'm running a little bit against time to still catch the sun for some photos and the videos. So I think let's do the hair. I'm not going to place on a wig, because I think my hair would do the trick, as it's also a little bit of a brown hair going on. Where's my reference photos? I don't know what I'm gonna do costume wise, I must be honest, but as per usual on this channel, we figure it out. It never ends up looking like the character, but it's always an inspired version of the character. So I'm just gonna lean heavily into that this time around as well. But let's do the hair. So this is it for the makeup look. I think I'm gonna leave my hair just here, as it is a little bit wild in the film as well. It's just a little bit all over the place with this part. And I think I've just realized I have swapped everything around. I think this whole part should actually be the same, but we're just gonna ignore that part, as we always go for inspired versions. I've probably said like 20 times by now. So let's go find some costume. I don't know what costume yet, but let's find a costume. Am I in the correct costume? Absolutely not. Do I think this looks very cool? Yes, I think this looks very, very interesting and gives a very slightly effect of the Frankenstein makeup look and character. I enjoy myself thoroughly. I think this is very nice. I love the outcome of the look. I have tried to assemble something for the overall makeup look, and I think I like it a lot. So let's go take photos. So this is it for today's YouTube video, a Frankenstein 2025 Del Toro's inspired version makeup look of Frankenstein. Puggles, do you want to say bye? Okay, Puggles wants to say bye. Bye bye, Puggles. Say bye. Where are you? Come. Jump. Jump. Say bye, Puggles. Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, there we go. There we go. You also said bye. Okay, Puggles also wanted to say bye. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed a lot trying the makeup look, especially again playing around with undertones, and to see how I would achieve this makeup look as well, just by painting it on without using any prosthetic pieces. And I did enjoy it thoroughly, I must say. And this is of course due to the Oscar winning makeup look of Frankenstein. So I do hope you all enjoyed this video. So please subscribe to this channel, hit the thumbs up button, ring the notification bell, follow me on Instagram at Sergio_MUA, and I'll see you all in the next Frankenstein adventure. Bye!